Hi, welcome back to Salty at 60. My name is Lori. Welcome to our little corner of the internet, made especially for divas over 60. And boy, oh boy, has March been a fickle and wicked little lady. We have gone from, snow to tornadoes, anything you can think of where we live at or where I live at. And it is just, she's being a real temptress. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to dress for spring when it's not quite spring weather where you live at. March has definitely been a little temptress, and one day she gives us the cold shoulder, and the next day she might throw a warm and beautiful tempting day towards us. So today I want to talk about how to dress, the transitional period when it's still cold where you live at, and you're so ready for spring. There are some tips that you can follow, some styling tips to start slowly transitioning into that spring style. So in this video, I am going to demonstrate to you how you can transition your wardrobe from winter to spring. That's very effortless, and it's going to use only 3 concepts or techniques. The first concept or technique is going to be lighten up your colors and lighten up your fabrics when you can. This sweater that I have on today is a perfect example of that. This is a cotton sweater in this acid wash pink, and it is much lighter than my winter sweaters. However, it's going to keep my arms nice and warm, and it's going to keep me warm. So, and you can see that it's the color and the fabric that I have lightened up. The second technique that you are going to use is in your accessories. So whether that's a handbag or a scarf, whatever that might be, you're going to move away from those heavy woolen scarves when you can. Like even if you live somewhere where you're still having to wear like an overcoat or a heavy coat on, when possible, change out the color of your scarves and your other accessories so that it's just a little bit lighter and brightens your mood a little bit. And then the third step and the third concept that we are going to talk about is transitioning our footwear from more heavy winter boots when we can. I realize a lot of you still have a lot of snow on the ground, a lot of slush, but when you can, it is the perfect season to move into wearing some of your ballet flats, your loafers, even your sneakers, and just lighten them up with fun colors. So that is what we are going to do, and I'm going to show you outfit number 1. Okay, as you can see in this first outfit, I am definitely, absolutely using all 3 of these tips here. First off is I had this lighter weight Quince Mongolian cashmere v-neck sweater on. It's a light, I think it's a 12 gauge. It's a very light sweater, perfect for those in-between times. You're not going to overheat in it when you're indoors, and you're not going to freeze to death when you're outside, and you're just maybe wearing a jacket or a light coat over top of it. So this is one of the 2 of the tips that I am already employing here. And also I have lightened up the colors. Here I'm wearing this Quince sweater in this beautiful stormy grayish blue color. I'm trying to think of what they called it. I think it was called, I didn't write it down what it was called, but it is a beautiful blue. It's not real bright, but yet it's not pastel-y. And it's just a really nice look. And here I've just got on some straight leg jeans that I purchased from Everlane. And I've talked about these a lot in my last few videos. The other thing I did here in that tip was I lightened up the footwear. I am wearing these denim loafers, or look-alike denim loafers. They're just slip-on. They're so comfortable. And we are going to be talking about shoes next week in my next video. Shoes where women over 60 who do have foot issues and experience problems. Well, I have got some really great shoes to share with you, and we're going to do that in the next video. So if you did not hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on that one. So again, I've lightened up the footwear. I even left off the socks. Now, if it's still too cold where you live at, you can add socks and maybe like a contrasting color that would match your scarf. And this scarf here is just a beautiful long scarf that I picked up through Amazon. It's like in a chiffon type material, and it's got like a turquoisey color in it mixed with this green. And I know it's hard sometimes to see on camera, so I brought it in so I could share it with you and you could really, really see it. how pretty this is. It has like this leaf pattern to it. It's very, very thin, and it is just a gorgeous sweater. And you can, I mean, not sweater, scarf. And you, of course, you can, you know, do this in a multiple ways. You can tie this any way that you want. But what I meant by adding contrast to this outfit, like I would have loved to add a green bag to this. But you could also, you know, add, if you have a green bag, you could add that to your outfit. But this blue is not only something that everybody can wear, but it is a timeless color, and that denim shade suits everybody. And I'm sure that you have a scarf that you could bring into your own wardrobe, and then you could maybe pick that color up somewhere else in your accessories. So I just thought that this was a really fun little look. Okay, this next outfit I really lightened up, and it almost looks monochrome, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on camera. This is not a white outfit. This is a pink, it's a very like shell pink Pastel knit sweater that I purchased last year from Loft. It's got these really cute bell sleeves, and it's I think it has a boat neck on it, and that's why I added this purse that had pink in it. It is a very nice bag because it's all pretty low contrast here. And so even though I'm wearing some off-white colored jeans, again, these are also from Everlane, and they are also a straight leg. And it's just a really light look, but yet I've got that sweater on. I'm going to be warm, and you could put underneath that sweater maybe like a really thin cashmere tee, or even a thin cashmere sweater to be extra warm. But if you keep it all light, it's going to have that spring look to it. And in this case, I added this little pink scarf, another one that I've had this one for a couple years. As you can see, it's really wrinkly again. Just a cute little small square scarf in this beautiful shell pink. And again, use your accessories that you can to tie into, if you're wearing a scarf, or maybe you have a nice handbag that's got a beautiful color in that. You know, that is more spring-like type colors because they're just lighter, they're brighter. And here I have on these beautiful espadrilles. They actually have a lace detail to them, and we're going to talk about that in next week's video. But I just thought that this was a really good way, easy way to lighten up your wardrobe for spring. All right, we have moved from the light side all the way to the dark side, but not really. I'm just wearing black here, and I wanted to use this particular color black, because a lot of women, particularly those of us that live like in the Northeast, have a lot of black. And we're not ready to quite give that up yet, because we still might need that warmth, or we might be having to trudge through terrible weather. So here, what I did was I just did a monochrome black look. I have on these straight leg pants that I picked up from Macy's in a black. They have an elastic waistband, very super comfortable. I'm not sure of the material. I guess it's some sort of type knit. I just can't remember what it was. And then I slipped on this V-neck Old Navy sweater that I had purchased this past year. And you know what? I hate to tell you this, but I'm already going to declutter that sweater. And I am sad to do that. It just breaks my heart. I have had very nice sweaters from Old Navy. This is not one of them. I've only washed this one twice, and it is just pilling like crazy. It's looking cheap. It looks like it has faded already. So I do recommend being very picky with your sweaters. And for the most part, I have been doing that. I've been purchasing for a couple of years now a lot of my sweaters through Quince because I love the quality. And I can attest to their longevity because I've been wearing them for a couple years. But so here I've got on black, nothing spring about this. So what I did was I added another beautiful scarf that I picked up on Amazon. Let me tell you, I love this color, and I would like to bring more turquoise into my wardrobe. I want to show you what this one looks like up close because I just think it's gorgeous. It's got what I consider to be almost like dogwood type flowers against this really bright turquoise background. And it does have like a little black border that runs all the way around the scarf. Now this is the large one. I think it's like 36 by 36. I might have that off. But I like this because the bigger they are, you have different ways you can style them, you know, with your outfits. You may want to tie this one around your waist or just have it hang, you know, in the back and tie it in the front. But anyway, this is just the basics of me showing you, you know, use that scarf, use that accessories, lighten up your outfit even when you have on a dark outfit. The one thing, and let me let you in on a little secret of mine. When I am filming these outfits, I am not just filming them for you in the camera. I want to know how to do this for myself. So I'm experimenting as I'm trying on these outfits. And here's what I would change with this. I did not like tucking, and I normally do not tuck. I would have left it out. I would not have tucked it. And I added these pink fashion sneakers, and I don't even think you can tell they're pink here, but what I didn't like about that look is it was just like immediately the eye travels down the body and stops at my shoes because it's such a high contrast from the black pants. So I would do this again, but I would wear my black loafers. So in this next look, I am lightening up again here. I have traded out a darker wash denim for a very light wash denim. These are just a pair of wide leg jeans that I purchased from Old Navy last year. I do like the color, and they are a thinner weight, so they're going to be perfect in spring. And here is another quince shirt. It's exactly like the blue one, only it's in this dove gray. And I like the V-neck on it. And I just want to make a note to any ladies out there that are, you know, maybe built a little bit like me and are a little bit bigger. I was not wearing cashmere very much. I would have some cashmere blends because every time I put on a cashmere sweater, I just felt like I looked like a stuffed sausage in it. This is called an oversized sweater, and I also size up one. And that's what I really like these, because I don't feel like it's showing every little lump and bump that I have, because it is a thin sweater. Anyway, this is very pretty, and what I did here was I added another scarf using that trick of using our accessories to lighten up. And I have to say that even though, you know, I'm over 60, I did not grow up wearing scarves. I do remember my mother and my grandmother having lots of scarves and wearing them when I was real young, but it was never really in style. And so I am really liking how these, you know, little accessories, like a little scarf, can change up an outfit completely. And, you know, it's a way for us not to get bored with our repeating outfits. And I just have really enjoyed that. And here I've got on this. Now, this has been a favorite of mine. I tend to favor this little size here, but it's just a beautiful icy blue color with this little black patterns with horses and cows in it. Oh, no, yeah, there's one horse and then the rest are cows. It's just so pretty and silky. Feels good around my neck. So I would encourage you, if you're not someone who's been wearing scarves, you know, when I first started trying them a little bit a couple years ago, it was like I felt sort of like pretentious, like this kind of doesn't match my style. But you just have to find what works for you, and you have to be a little brave in fashion and try things that you haven't tried before. And you might find that once you continue to try something, that you start feeling okay with it, you start feeling more comfortable with it. And here I just put on these gray loafers. These are a pair of Vionic suede gray loafers that I had purchased last year, and another cute outfit. Right, and this last outfit, this is actually not a sweater, and I would probably need a sweater. However, I used this t-shirt that I had purchased from Lands' End. It is another V-neck, which that cut, I favored that cut on myself. And because I know a lot of you have these Mariner type sweaters made out of cotton, and you will probably be wearing them in the spring. So I just used it to show you, sort of demonstrate on how I thought you could, you know, jazz it up and have a little bit more fun with it. So, and here I added this red bandana, classic, adds a little pop of color. I added this little red bag, and I even went so far as to wear these red espadrilles that I have recently purchased for the spring. And again, we're going to talk about that in next week's video. And I hope that you will subscribe and follow me, so you'll know that once I release that, you can go take a look at that, because I think that's going to be very helpful for us women over 60. It's very hard to find stylish shoes that we can wear, you know, in a particular style that do not hurt our feet. So thank you for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.